Hey guys, thanks for coming in for a video today. I thought I'd do a quick little handbag haul because I've been sitting with these handbags for a little while now, and I've been wanting to tell you about them and possibly bring them to my auction. So that's kind of what I wanted to do today quickly, because I am going to go live on Facebook in about 40 minutes at 5:30 p.m. Central for my private auction. So I hope you'll join me there. And let me see. Oh, and I also wanted to tell you that I'm going to be on a show tomorrow. I'm going to be on Jewelry Nurse and Princess Casserole's show, which is called Top 5 Faves or something like that. And basically the premise of the show is you bring some of your favorite jewelry. I think you're supposed to limit it to about 5 pieces or categories of 5. A couple of categories that will be 5 pieces or something like that. It's going to be the most difficult thing I've ever done, because I have a lot of favorite pieces. I have a lot of sentimental pieces. I've been collecting jewelry forever. I mean, but it's going to be fun. And I think it's going to be around, see, she's in Eastern time, I think, and I'm in Central time. And then I go help Zombie as well at 4 o'clock. My show is at 3 o'clock. So we'll figure something out. I'm going to put the link here. I also put it in my last video and to Princess Casserole's channel. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. And Sandy will be there too. Sandy from Just Sandy. And I was over at her channel last night helping her with her auction. She had a fabulous auction. She had some amazing vintage pieces from her friend Kent. His mother, her collection, his late mother's collection. It was just an amazing array of Native American pieces, authentically vintage, authentically Native American. I mean, I got goosebumps just looking at that beautiful, beautiful array of jewelry. So that was a lot of fun. And she will be on there tomorrow too. And I can't wait to see what Sandy's going to show, because all I ever see is that beautiful ring that she hand wrought herself. I think it's out of gold and sugilite and opal and I don't know what. So I'm really anxious to see what kind of collection Sandy brings to us as well. So I hope to see you there. And then I have my Sunday show too tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, the A-list. It's going to be a great topic. I've been getting a lot of questions, so I'm going to have an array of topics, but they all center around the same thing, and it is the business of reselling. So I hope to see you there. Let's get started on the handbag haul. You know, I love to buy bags that are different. I love, of course, designer bags. I love buying them brand new retail when I can afford them. I love finding them in the wild. When they're donated, I've found everything from YSL twice, a couple of Pradas. I've never found a Louis Vuitton. So it's always fun. But I don't know if you guys remember this iconic brand from the 80s, and that is Esprit. Now, I was not an 80s child. My kids were born in the 80s. But I remember the brand Esprit being super popular. They made everything from shoes to cool clothes. And this is an all leather messenger. I love it. I think it's so cute. I don't recall what I paid for it, probably a couple of dollars. And it is in excellent condition. It's all leather. People were really making a lot of leather back then. It seems like a lot of brands have been so diffused lately. You just don't even remember, if you weren't, you know, old enough, as old as I am, to remember that some of these brands, even Liz Claiborne was considered a very prestigious brand. Dana Buckman is now, I think, part of Kohl's, and all of these have been diffused. But back in the 80s and 90s, they were amazing high dollar brands. And so I just love, this is called a camera case style, I believe. I used to have a Gucci, something like this. Really cute. And I think it was in the beige, not the classic Ophidia style, but another style. But my mother made me give it away to my cousin who was admiring it. Anyway, isn't this the most darling messenger bag you've ever seen? I just adore it. It's got a really long strap. So even before the crossbodies became really popular, this one, you can actually knot it on the inside. So you can make it show, you know, like a little bit more of a shoulder. I guess you could gather it there or something. Maybe put a knot like that if you don't like the really long styles. But I love a cute little messenger bag for when I'm shopping, when I'm traveling. Especially like I'll be going, oh, that's another update I wanted to give you. I will be out next week on Monday. So I'll be gone for the weekend. I will leave late Friday. So I will not be helping Sandy at the auction. I will not have my auction, and I won't have any video content throughout that weekend. I'm going to spend Mother's Day at my grandson's my second grandson's first birthday party. So I'm super excited about being in Chicago. So you will not see my show or even my A-listers. I'll be totally vacationing. But anyway, isn't this darling? I really love it. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys remember the brand? Let me see who's in here and say hello real quick. Then we'll move on to the other bags. It's only a few of them today. You did. I did too. Esprit. And what was the other one? Benetton. I love Benetton out of Italy. And I have a fabulous suitcase that I found. I think I may have showed it to you. I'm not sure, but I have it. It's a huge, not a huge one, but it actually fits like under the seat. And it's, I guess, like a standard businessman style size. You know, it's a hard shell seat and it's got all the colors like Benetton did, the United Colors of Benetton, right? It's got the green, the yellow, the red, and it stands out in that little circular thing. I love it. And I got it for probably $7 at the Goodwill as well. That was another fabulous brand. Hello, Princess Araceli's and Gail A. and Autumn Grace and Lisa. And Miss Darlene, Nargis R. out there as well. Valerie at Etc. Emporium is there. Jennifer Layton, Nana's Treasures, Dana. Hey, Borderline Hoarderish, Miss Kim. Hi, Elizabeth, Kelly. Let me see if I didn't miss anybody. I hate leaving people out, but I want to get on with the haul too. Jennifer Layton, Norma Rodriguez, Kelly Murphy, Odelia Cabrera, Cynthia Rushing. Thank you for being here, guys. Jennifer Layton and Calamity Jill. Love that name. All right, so yes, we all remember Esprit, huh? I love it. I especially loved, do you guys remember the big old oversized shirts? Kind of like not really a Hawaiian shirt, but just like a big camp shirt. They were big on those too. All right, so now we're going to go back even another decade. This is the 70s. This one I picked up for $5.99. It is in immaculate condition. This is dead stock. And, you know, this was, I don't know, I guess you would kind of call it the hippie symbol. It's a different symbol today. The rainbow, but it is so reminiscent of the 70s and the, you know, happy times. I had a lot of shirts with the rainbow motif on them. Tons. I remember that for sure. Lots of beach themes were popular in the 70s. So I think this is a really cool clutch. It's got kind of an acrylic base here, or frame rather. And this one says it was handmade in Hong Kong, or where does it say? Made in Hong Kong. Yeah. And it's, I'm telling you, pristine, never used. I love it just for a little clutch. I love it for makeup, a little night out. You know, it's just so cute. I couldn't resist it. I thought it was darling. So this is definitely 70s. Yeah, it's so cool. I actually found some earrings the other day with some rainbows, and my daughter hasn't seen them because she loves anything rainbows too. And then this one is super cool. I think this is a new name. Let me check. I already forgot. Oh, yeah, no, this is Tano. This is out of Spain. I have had a couple of Tano bags. You guys are probably familiar with them. I believe the company started in Spain, a father-son company. Very, very beautiful leather goods they make. I've sold quite a few on Posh. It's a really good brand. I found one that it reminded me very much of the Hermes style with the little buckles and, you know, like you cinch the waist, and super cute stuff. It even had these spiky feet on it, but this one's just a little crossbody. It is adjustable with some really nice brass hardware. I love the metallic finish on this. This reminds me of a Prada I also picked up over at the Goodwill and sold it for about $400 on Posh, and it was a hot pink. You guys may have remembered that. Love this. I'm not sure what they call this finish. I just call it metallic glass, but it doesn't have any compartments other than the pockets here on the side and the main pocket. And again, it is pristine. I don't know where they get all these bags. I think they get a lot of donations from the stores. I really do, because I do see a lot of their things that are still tagged. A lot of clothing, like children's clothing, are still tagged with Nordstrom tags. So I really do think they get a lot of closeout donations over at some of my Goodwills. Do you guys find stuff like this? Yeah, Tano's a fabulous bag. It really is. Hi, Walter Smead. How are you? Again, I really love these guys when I travel because I can carry a small bag like this or like that little Esprit, and I'll carry it with me in the airport. I'll have all my stuff handy to buy, you know, water or popcorn or whatever. And then as soon as we board and they say, hey, 2 bags or 1 bag, especially if you go on Spirit, which I will never do again, you put it in your suitcase and you're done. You have 1 bag, you know, because they fit. And then you're out and about over in the streets of wherever you're at, and you just grab that little messenger bag. It's perfect. It is kind of hard to, leave things behind when you're used to having your stuff. But anyway, I love it. That's what I need to do. Otherwise, I'm bombarded with a ton of things to carry. My shoulders are not the healthiest. I actually had to sell my 55 keep all, my Louis Vuitton keep all, because I could not carry it, even with a shoulder strap attached to it, or with the handles. It just killed me. So I had to sacrifice it, and I sold it. I miss it. I love it. I love the way it looked, but I could not carry it. It was too much. I need the rolling one. And that little baton, what is it called? Benetton has wheels, so it's fabulous. All right. I did find a little Brighton eyeglass case. I was telling Vanessa she found one just like it, but hers was a beige color. This was marked $2.99, so I got it for about $2, I guess. I like the croc color. I think Vanessa's was sort of a blonde or a bone color, really pretty as well, but it was pretty much the same thing. So that's always nice to have a little. Hey, how are you, Kathleen? I'm glad you're here. A little bit of Brighton in the house there. All right, back to diffuse brands. Well, actually, I guess you could say this is kind of a diffuse brand because they went from top shelf at Neiman's, and I have a whole video on it. One of my very first videos was about how to sell handbags and how to buy and sell handbags. And I'll try to link it here today or tonight. And it was basically about how you must disclose when there is a brand such as Moschino. Moschino makes Moschino, which is the top shelf designer brand. Then they make Cheap and Chic, and that is the diffuse brand. So you can't just say it's a Moschino and then you sell it and then the person gets it and they're like, oh, what did I buy here? I didn't buy Moschino's signature brand. I bought the lower end, which is compromised in workmanship and materials. And this is what happened to this wonderful brand, Sherif. This one I used to buy at Neiman Marcus, top shelf. They garnered anywhere, I don't think they were below $400 or $500 to start. They were just, and this is the original Sherif. Then they moved to QVC and they started doing Sherif Americana and another one, I forget. So there's like two different diffuse brands that Sherif did. And that often happens when brands kind of wane in popularity. There's always an it bag coming around, right? But look at this fabulous piece that I found the other day in absolutely dead stock condition. And their signature was their play of leather. So they took all grains of leather here. They took snakeskin. They took the pebbly leather. They took the really kind of a worn out biker jacket leather over here, a suede leather, and they just played with it all day long. This one has paisley. It is red. It is so, so cute. It's got a nice long strap. Really, you can do a crossbody on that. And I paid, this was marked 10, so I paid about $7. And again, it's just Sherif made in the USA. It will not say Sherif Studio. This one, it's the little tag there. Brand spanking new. I was so excited to find this one. And if you'll Google these, or actually just look on eBay on the type, the Sherif vintage, and if you'll do, the highest price sold, you'll see they still garner good money. But again, I was disappointed when I bought a Sherif thinking it was the top shelf Sherif signature, and it was actually Sherif Americana. And so I had to return it. I wound up keeping it, actually. I wanted to return it, but I wound up keeping it because the buyer was just so sweet. And that was on Etsy. But I make sure not to do those mistakes because I don't want someone to say, that's not Sherif original top shelf. That is his diffused QVC Sherif Americana. All right, another Sherif is this one. This one's got a beautiful tassel. And these things, I mean, what amazes me about these brands, I know them because I'm old, right? So I remember these from the 90s at Neiman's. But they're classic. I believe this style is relevant today. I don't believe there's anything dated about a classic messenger bag with a wonderful color, a wonderful array of leathers played up like that. The tassel, everybody brought the tassel back a couple of seasons ago, so it's a classic forever as well. Another excellent condition bag, all leather. There was no compromise in any of this. Nowadays, so many bags compromise by doing the bags with a little bit of fake leather. They'll do the strap with fake. They'll do the trim and fake. And that's where your bag is going to get the wear. So I can't stand when they do that. It drives me crazy. And that's why I stopped buying every single bag that I saw that was leather, because I started realizing that brands like Tanginello, what's the other one? Baruni or something like that. I forget. They used to make all other bags and they started compromising. So I started leaving them behind. And here it is again. Sherif, made in the USA. It will not say Sherif Studio. And again, top shelf at Neiman's. These are classic bags. And the people that remember them, they still want them. They're still hunting for them because they're so unique. I have found some amazing ones, and I've kept them and loved them and then resold them, and just really all kinds of styles, the totes, the satchels. Great, great brand to look after, guys, but make sure it says Sherif, made in the USA. Then I discovered a brand that I didn't even know existed. I didn't realize how expensive it was, and I found this the other day. You guys may know this brand. I guess it's a new brand. It's called, and I hope I'm saying it right, Kuba, Kooba. And whoa, I was floored with the prices of these guys. Retail, these are in the 2000 range. And on Posh, they're getting a good, anywhere from $80 to $300 or $400 for them. So this is a fabulous leather bag as well. I love the cream. I'm deathly afraid of cream and white, but I do love to pick it up. I mean, once in a while I'll use them for like 1 or 2 days, and then I'm so scared of staining them. But another wonderful, look, it's still got the tissue. Incredible. Kuba. Have you guys heard of it? Look at that. Oh my gosh. I want to keep it so bad. I really do. I love the way it looks. It's a nice slouchy style. It's adjustable as well, so you can make it short if you like your little short shoulder bag, or if you like the long crossbodies. It's so, I mean, you could fold this up. It has really no base or anything, and it's just in amazing condition. I could not believe I found this at the Goodwill for, I think about $12 or $14, something like that. I'm trying to look. I know it had a tag, and thank goodness they're not, here it is. $9.99. Thank goodness they're not, what do you call it, defacing them anymore. They used to write the tag. I know you probably won't see it, but it's $9.99. But I was bugging them every time I saw them do it. I was bugging the heck out of them to stop ruining the purses. I was like, I was going to buy this purse, but I don't want to open my purse and for everyone to see that I paid $2 for it at the Goodwill. And they're like, okay, ma'am, we'll tell them again. So they started using the tape. But anyway, guys, that is my handbag haul. I believe that's it. I believe that is it. I did have another Betsy Johnson I wanted to show you, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where I put it. It's a beautiful little heart, and it's kind of furry. But I hope to show you some of these one of these days at my auctions. So if you're not a member of my auction, please be sure and like my Facebook page, Top Shelf Exchange. It's usually linked at the bottom of all of my videos. And then I will send you an invitation to be there. All right. I will start my auction tonight at 5:30. I hope to only run it about 2 hours because there's wonderful auctions tonight, including Cindy, who's there in the chat. I just saw her. She's going to be on MSP tonight, and we got to go over there and support her as well. So thank you guys for being here. I will see you in about 30 minutes, I believe, on Facebook. Thank you so much. Have a good night.